Wait till 9 o'clock. So what's up? No, we gotta give it to the people. They've been asking us for this information. We gotta do it.
Gotta do
You
it.
know how it is. What's up, everybody?
Turn up.
Guess what? We got a new stand, y'all.
We not shaky anymore.
Oh boy! So when we go live, we just good. We just
Good now.
right there.
We straight.
But
We are
yeah.
straight. See, it's not twisted. It's not falling.
Nope.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Feel good within. Where have you been? We ain't see you in a minute. Who else we got here?
Ain't putting nothing in my bowl.
Oh, where you been? Where y'all been at? We got Sweet what's the name? Sweet Tooth Boutique. Where you been, girl?
Oh, Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, and feels good within. What's up, y'all?
Yo, Sweet Tooth, were you able to get in contact with my uncle about the restaurant thing? Just comment, let me know, because I don't know the updates.
That was so long
no.
ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Where y'all been hiding at? Y'all scared of the retrograde?
Oh boy. Oh wow, the connection good starting out from the
Okay, so we
jump.
got some good connection.
All right.
And who else we got here? We got some old new people here.
Oh
We
boy.
got Joycelyn. What's up?
Y'all just been waiting, just eager. All right. And for those of y'all who don't know, we are Twin Flames Unite at it again. I'm Chris.
I'm Leisha.
What up?
So we got our shirts on tonight. We repping
Boo.
the Twin Flame community. TFU.
What's going on, everybody? All right, we're just gonna give just a few more moments just to let some more people get in.
Yeah, jump on in. And if you guys want to do some card reading tonight, just let us know in the chat early so we won't be long-winded.
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes we can get really long-winded. What's up,
Yeah.
Marshawn?
Yeah, but this one should. We just got some really quick tips on spiritual detoxing. This is, excuse me. This is one particular subject that we had talked about doing. I want to say about 2 videos ago, and we got some information together for you all to really share some practical steps on how to go through and do a spiritual detox.
Yeah.
Because with this spring coming up, it's definitely something that's going to be needed to really help us get back in tune with Mother Nature, and we're going to get into it.
Yes. But just a little bit of house cleaning. So if we got 10 people right here. Love energy. What's up, girl? What's up? So if everybody could just put a like on the video, that would really help out. So if you just hit the X, I think, and then you can hit the like.
Yeah, if you just come out of the live just for a second, you won't miss much. Well, you may, depending on how these comments come in, but just exit out of the live chat. Just give us that thumbs up and then go right back into the live chat.
I think they have to come out the
Yeah,
live.
you do.
You got to come out the live.
You got to come out of the live chat.
The chat. There you
Yeah.
go. Just the chat. Yeah.
Just exit out of the chat just for a moment. Just give us that thumbs up and then come right back.
Come right back. Don't go anywhere.
Yep. And so we got quite a few people in here already, so we might as well go ahead and get started because we don't want to keep y'all too late. Because the past couple of nights we were actually about to do a live, but it was like 10 o'clock our time, so it's been like 11 something on the
Yeah.
East Coast. And we know most of y'all gotta get up and do that daily 9 to 5 grind.
Right.
So we didn't want to keep y'all up too late.
Plus, we was a little bit tired.
Oh yeah, a lot of school work and a whole bunch of other stuff. But anyways, so today, definitely if you have your pencil and pad, this would be a good time to take some notes, or just come back and rewatch the video. No, just rewatch it, just let it play. It just helps us out. If you can't give any money, currency, energy that way, definitely just go back and rewatch the videos and just let it play.
That would be beautiful.
That would be so helpful for us. All right. So today we are going to jump into the topic of spiritual detoxing. Spiritual detoxing is something that's definitely is necessary as far as getting yourself in tune with your mind, body, and spirit. We want to get all those three together so that we can really make some things shake.
Right. And the awakening journey, a lot of people say I'm woke now, and it's really it's a ongoing process. And so ever so often you want to do maintenance on yourself, just like you get a brand new car. You're not just gonna drive it, take all type of long trips and never do oil change. You got to keep that maintenance going.
Or just putting gas in.
Right. I used to do that one point. I used to just drive them for gas. I didn't do nothing else.
Oh boy.
But I had to learn the hard way. So yeah, it's the same way with ourselves and our journey, our physical body, our spiritual being. We have to do maintenance.
Yes. Yes, yes. It is very, very, very important. And, doing a spiritual detox is definitely needed, especially if you live in a city, because there are so many negative things that go on, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's a part of the polarities. Going back to the seven hermetic principles again.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with polarity, you have your extreme negative and you have your extreme positive. They just have to be there. That's just the law.
Yeah.
It's like the verse in the Bible saying the meek shall always be with us.
Yeah.
So it's just something that is. But
Yes.
knowing that there's always going to be there, we have to prepare ourselves to really be able to maintain and sustain in this environment.
Somebody, Love Energy said she's been drained. That's normal. It's normal because we have this pole shift that's going on, and then we have Mercury that's in retrograde. Started on the 16th or the 17th.
17. And it's going to end
So
on March 10th.
yeah, so it's
Yeah.
a lot going on right now. We just have to be able to recognize what it is. And once you can recognize something, you could do self checks better that way, because you could realize that,
Yep.
oh, okay, this person is, really off because, hey, this is not the best time to communicate. This pole shift is going on. So it's just a combination of things. And once you could see it, then you'll know how to maneuver around it, rather than not knowing what's going on and just kind of lost. Like, I don't know why this is happening, or I don't know why I feel this way. I don't know why I'm tired. I don't know why I'm drained. If you're aware, then you can do something about it.
Yep. Yep. And as far as feeling drained, there are some breathing techniques that we're going to cover this evening as well. That's going to help you out as far as putting some more energy into your body. So by the end of this video, hopefully our intention is that you are full of energy and light and love by the end of this, so that you can go through and conquer the rest of your weekend, which should be a good weekend.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah. Cool beans, cool beans. All right. So we're going to get into it. So once again, we're in an environment that unfortunately has a lot of negativity in it. And a lot of us are empaths and we don't even know it. And you wonder why you're so drained. It's because you're taking on a lot of energies from your surroundings, your environment. And part of spiritual detoxing is really detoxing your environment. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. But it's really essential to do these spiritual detoxes every now and again, just to kind of even things out.
Yes, and knowing how to transmute energies, because that is so vital, because at the end of the day, everything is energy. Energy is not good or bad. You just have to know how to work with it, and how to work with it to benefit yourself for your highest and greatest good. So by learning how to do these detoxes, it's kind of like transmuting the energies to work for you instead of against you. And that's true intelligence right there.
Oh, yeah. Yep, yep, yep. So we have 8 tips or 8 suggestions as far as how to go about doing a spiritual detox.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm going to be a gentleman and let the lady go first.
Why, thank you. So the first one is get out into nature. We talk about this all the time, and as simple as it seems, it is very, 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 very valuable. And it's very, very helpful to just get out into nature. Because I always say that we can exchange oxygen with the trees. We can
Yeah.
do more than oxygen when it comes to exchanging. We can exchange energy with the trees, put our feet under soil, and really let Mother Nature do her job.
Yes.
So, nature is vital. Like, get out into nature. Sometimes it's cold, right? And we're not really able to enjoy nature like how we want to because it's so cold. You go outside and you're like, but in cases like that, bring nature indoor. Get some plants. It's always good to have plants in your house, in your household. You know, that does help with the energy exchange. Like you can even meditate with your plants. Like I have a plant right there, right by my altar,
Yeah, the money tree.
my money tree. So I meditate.
Let's give the money tree some love.
What you gonna put the money tree? This boy be tripping.
Y'all see this money? It has grown. It was so small,
Got the tree.
starting out.
It was
And
tiny.
We gotta give the money. You know, we talk to the money tree.
I do. I talk to this. This plant has been with us for a long time.
Yeah.
And all it does is just grow and grow. When we got this tree, it was like
Small.
it was so tiny. It was
was
so
small.
tiny when we got that tree. It was like maybe maybe this big when
Yeah,
we
about
got
that
it,
big.
and most of it was the pot.
Yeah.
And we actually put it in a different pot because it came in a smaller one.
Yeah. It just kept getting bigger and bigger, so we had to get a bigger pot for
Yeah.
it.
And we have another plant also. So plants are good to keep in the home, especially when it gets cold and you really can't go outside. So you get some nice indoor plants and bring nature indoor. Get you some crystals. That's the part of nature. Those things are good. If you can't go outside, you bring it to you.
Yes. Now, if you are able to make it outside, keep your electronics at least in the car or in the house. This is a time for you to connect with Mother Earth. And it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to, I mean, going out doing the meditation is awesome, but you can really keep it simple. You can just sit out there, breathe in that good ass prana,
Yeah.
you know, and just take it in, because when you close your eyes and you just visualize just those positive energies coming in from the earth, coming in from the trees, coming in from all the plants, it's a real thing.
It is.
It's a real thing, because what's going on in the subconscious is what's reality.
It just helped to kind of balance things out, like for anxiety, things like depression. Those are all signs that your body is really not doing what. It's like you cannot instruct your body anymore. So your body is not taking instructions from you any longer. So you don't want to be at a place where your body is not doing what you tell it to do. So going out into nature really does help to balance those emotions.
It really does. It really does. And then going into number 2,
This one is
as
important.
far as going into a spiritual detox. Now, because the spiritual detox is not just like your normal detox. Because when you talk about detox, we're talking about the body, which is one thing we're going to get into.
Yeah.
But when you're doing a spiritual detox, you're also detoxing your environment, which means that you clean your space. You keep your space cleansed, you keep it clear. Like, you don't just have clothes laying on the floor. You don't
Right.
just have piles of paper everywhere. Like, you go through and you organize. And this is something where I come in real strong, because my OCD just comes right out the
It
gate.
is ridiculous. Like, it is out of control, this OCD. But it's good. It is good because it comes in really handy when when it's time for us to get things in order and get the space where we need it to be. So if you're OCD, you can use that as a tool.
Yes. Now, here's the magical part about it, which, once again, if you imagine it in your head and you're using your mirror neurons to see the type of reality or see a type of effect to go on that you want to happen, this is a perfect time. Because when you're cleaning up space and you're throwing out old things that don't serve you anymore, so if you got that clock that's just sitting on the wall and it don't work, get it out.
Go on and move that clock.
If you got say some old mementos, like I don't know, a pen or something that doesn't write
Don't got no
anymore.
more ink in it.
Like you holding this pen, like, oh, my twin gave me this pen. Get that pen out the house.
Don't got no more ink in
It
it.
ain't got no ink. It ain't serving you. You know, you got to get these things out of your house.
Yeah.
Now, one other trick that I do when I'm out and about cleaning, and this is just some old like kitchen magic or whatever you want to call it. When you're going through and you're cleansing your space, for one, if you're sweeping, you want to make sure that you're visualizing negative energy sweeping out of the house that's in that trash. Like when you're sweeping, you're getting it out.
Right.
And when you dump it outside the house. Do not bring it back inside the house.
Yeah.
Because you're going to keep that negative energy out. So that's how you're cleansing your space. And you can also do that while you're vacuuming.
Right.
Okay, so while you're going through vacuuming the house, you're just imagining that vacuum is picking up all of the negative energy. And once again, when it comes time to dump it, make sure you dump it outside. Do not bring it back in the house.
Right. And once you're done, you can smudge with sage or you can use what's that? Santa Paulo.
Santa Paulo, sage.
Sage, and just smudge the entire house.
Yeah.
Once you're done cleaning and everything, just kind of like frankincense, myrrh, any one of those things are good for your space. The even bay leaves are good to bring in positive energy. Bay leaves are pretty good to burn. The dried bay leaves, those are very good for your space.
Yes.
Incense, you can get the frankincense and myrrh incense, and you can just burn those. Those are pretty good.
Yeah. And see, this also reflects subconsciously, because if you're, let's just say, if you're a mess inside,
Right.
it's going to show on the outside. But once you go through and you start cleaning up, it is amazing, especially for me. I can speak from my own personal experience.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to do any type of schoolwork, or if I'm trying to do any type of graphic design, or if I'm working on some other cases and stuff that I'm working on, like work goes so much easier when the house is clean.
That is a fact. Like you just feel better. You feel clean. You feel clear. Your thoughts, it just all of a sudden everything just starts flowing like how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Because when it's cluttered, it's like for me, I can't function. It's like I feel like it's a roadblock every time.
Yeah.
I try to think about something. It's like a roadblock. But when it's clear, everything flows. Idea flows. You know, you get stuff done quicker, faster, it's smoother. So that really does help when you cleanse your space, not just cleaning up physically. And sometimes you find when you cleaning up, you start remembering stuff that you
Start
forgot
finding
about.
stuff that you didn't even know about.
Finding stuff like, oh my God,
You
here
know,
go $1,000. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
we had one friend that went through and she did her own cleansing.
Yeah.
And she actually ended up finding $1,000.
That she hid from herself.
Like, I don't know how you hide $1,000 from yourself, but she managed to hide $1,000 from herself.
So hey,
So
she got it.
yeah.
So cleansing the space is vital. Definitely want to have a clear environment so you can focus and get stuff done.
Yes, yes. Now this next one is one that we talk about a lot.
Don't even, I know what it is.
Go ahead.
Meditation.
There you go.
I didn't even have to look. I already knew what it was. And we talk about it all the time so much because meditation has changed our lives. And like today I came home and it was I had a long, rough day. Really long, agitated, this retrograde is going on, this pole shift, you know, everybody's kind of, even when they're driving, everything seems so chaotic.
Man, it's like 3 car accidents today, like major car accidents.
Yeah, it's pretty chaotic. Like, you know, you're trying to say something, it's not coming out the way you want it to. It's just kind of like all over the place. And so today I came home and I was just like overwhelmed. Then I'm an empath too, so that doesn't even help. And so I'm just like, So I came home, got my sage, started smudging with my feather, trying to get myself back into
take a salt bath.
Took a salt bath and everything. And now I'm just like, I'm like, you know, unwind. And I'm like, woosah, like, yes, this is how I'm supposed to be. right back in alignment. But it's just a matter of, again, recognizing when you're, out of alignment.
Yeah.
To get yourself back in check. It's like you have to do, it's like self-regulation.
Yes. Now, when you're doing these meditations, you want to make sure that it is really key. And I don't think this is something that we mention too much, even though we talk about meditation. But when you're doing your meditation, it is really important for you to set your intention first before you go through the meditation, because you're just going to sit down and you're just going to get messages like, I mean, sometimes it happens, but
Right.
you want to really set your intentions on what you're trying to do. So, in this particular instance, we're talking about spiritual detox. So, you really want to go through and ask, Archangel Michael to come through and cut any cords that don't need to be there.
Right.
You want to call on Archangel Raphael to come through and heal any type of illnesses or sicknesses that may be in your body. And, you really want to connect with your higher self to get some more insight as to how you can really purify your mind, body, and soul even more than what you're already doing, because there may be some things that you're missing.
Right. Some things that might not be quite in your awareness that you need to bring to the forefront. So yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Marshawn, you are busy.
Marshawn is on it, man. Like, you gotta love Marshawn. You just gotta love her.
Yep, yep, yep. All right. And so that's the third step as far as doing your spiritual detox. Now, the fourth one is actually one that I just mentioned, which is calling on your angels and your guides and your ancestors for help.
Yes, because sometimes we do need that extra assistance.
Yes. So when it comes to, and this actually goes back to one of the videos that we did not too long ago as far as connecting with your spirit guide. You have to recognize how your spirit guides, how your angels speak to you. Once again, that goes into knowing thyself,
Man, know
doing
thyself.
doing shadow work, things of that nature, so that you can really understand how your guides or your help, which is your angels, guides, spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, that's how they communicate to you. And you want to make sure that you're connecting with them. And even as you're going throughout your day, just talk with them. Like, thank you, Archangel Michael, for getting me home safely. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for helping me out and keeping my system flowing nicely. My heart's beating well. Stomach's doing what it's supposed to do. I got all the good
Right.
bacteria. You want to do these things throughout the day, because when you do these things, you're building that connection more, and you're getting more information in, and you're changing things in your subconscious so that you can open up and be more expansive and receive more information.
Yeah, I agree. The next one we have is to detox your physical body.
Oh no, who better to talk about this than you?
That's all I do. I feel like I'm the detox queen when it comes to the body,
Yes.
because I'm just for this detox, and I really think that's one of the things that has helped me look like the way that I look now, because I'm really old. I'm so old. It's crazy.
She ain't old, y'all.
I'm old, man. I'm old. Like, I'm really old. But because I do a lot of detox, I'll say at least once every once every month. Like, when I'm lazy, I do it once a month, okay? But when I'm on it, like, I do it once every 2 weeks. Make sure I get my intestines. I do my kidneys, lungs, blood. The blood is so important. Like, you want to make sure that your blood is clear. And the things that are good for your blood it's bitters. So you have to drink things that is really bitter, and that helps to flush the blood. Now, you don't want to do it too often, because you don't want to get your blood too thin now. But I'll say for the blood, you might want to do something maybe once a month, starting out once every 2 months, to flush the blood. Because when you see, like, you start having a lot of bumps on your face and in your skin, Something is not working right within your body. Like the blood, most of the time, it'll show you
Yeah.
something is off when you start having all these bumps and stuff. So you want to get
Mm-hmm.
that cleansed out by getting something bitter. Like
Yes.
where I'm from, we have something that is really, really horrible. It's called Karila. I know in New York you can get it at the Chinese stand, the Korean stands, Karila Bush. And that thing is just dreadful. It is horrible. But it's when you're done with that, like for like maybe 3 days consecutive, your
Mm-hmm.
skin is flawless. And then if you really want to do something, if you want to step your game up, your detox game up, you can do Karila with Senapad. Senna, you can get Senna pretty much anywhere, but I know in New York and those big cities, you can get them at those Korean stands. Centipede and Kerala Bush. You boil those two together and you drink it. Nobody, you listen. You gonna be so straight.
You know what? Just thinking about that, just for those who may not want to go that bitter of a route, um, grapefruit came to mind.
Grapefruit is good for burning
Yeah.
calories.
Oh, for burning calories. Okay.
It's very good for burning calories, but some people, I don't do medicine at all, period.
Mm-hmm.
But some people who take like medicine and stuff, you want to be very careful with grapefruit because grapefruit, it will cancel out your prescription. It's like you never even took it. It cancels it out completely. So you want to be very careful with grapefruit if you're like taking prescriptions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But grapefruit is really, 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 really good to help to with your metabolism.
My son say you 25 and holding.
Boop, boop, boop. And hold it.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But yeah, detox the body. And when you detox and you want to detox the entire body,
Mm-hmm.
you want to do again the lungs, kidneys, intestines, stomach,
Blood.
the blood. Those are
Yes.
important.
Yeah. And one other thing when it comes to the body is that you really want to reoxygenate. Is that a word?
We gonna
Re-
go with it, baby. We gonna roll with it.
okay. So if it's if that's not a word, I just made it up. So you want to reoxygenate.
You're gonna have to tell them what it means, baby, because they ain't gonna know. You don't. You the only one know. We gotta
Oh
know. At
gosh.
least say what it means.
You want to put more oxygen into your body. Okay. And that goes into the thing that I was talking about earlier is that there are certain breathing techniques that can help bring more oxygen into your body, right? Like, for one, the box breathing, okay? Where you breathe in for 4, you hold for 4, you let it out for 4, and you hold for 4. Uh, Going through and doing these types of cycles of breathing for about 10-15 minutes really helps to bring oxygen into your body. Now, that's an easy one to do if you're out in public and you don't want people to think like you're crazy. But some other breathing exercise is like stair step breathing, or I think it's called step breathing, where with this type of breathing, you take like 3 quick breaths in through your nose.
Oh, those are good.
You hold it for a few seconds, and then you forcefully let the air out of your body. It's like this. You hold it, and then you just like you force that air out of your body.
That's a good one.
That's another good one. And then the one that Joe Dispenza talks about, where you're holding that breath and you're intentionally holding it for a longer period of time so that you can let the natural chemical reactions that occur in your brain to release DMT to happen on its own. When you're doing that, you're really oxygenating the body because you're taking that deep breath in and you're holding it, and that oxygen is pretty much being forced throughout your entire body.
That's a good one. Now, you
So,
might not want to do that one like if you doing something. That one is more for when you're in a relaxed state. If you're like at home and you're relaxed, because you don't want your brain to be releasing DMT, and you probably got to go to a meeting or something.
Gonna be tripping.
Everybody not gonna be on your level. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So you just got to know which breathing technique works for where you're at. Okay, so that one will be more for like if you're home and you're doing some serious deep meditation. You're trying to go up into the ethers, into the Kashaks and stuff.
Which is your boy.
Yeah, that's you want to do that kind of meditation.
Yep.
And the next one is move your physical body. So yeah,
Yeah, now this is my area.
this is your area.
Okay. Now this, exercising does so much, not only just for your body, but for your mind and your spirit as well.
Yep.
Because to be honest, exercising was one of the things that really helped me to get out of my dark night of the soul, because it allowed me to release energies that were trapped in my body. It allowed me to build some self-esteem for myself, because I saw the results that was going on with my body, and I was like, damn, I look good.
You did.
So, it's building that self-esteem. And so you don't necessarily have to go to the gym to do this. You can work out from home. I would definitely suggest working out at home first, just so you can get yourself into that routine. And then you can get yourself into a routine and really get things flowing. Now, there are a couple of different exercises that you can do. Of course, just doing your body weight exercises is good. Going for a run or something like that. Make sure you got some good shoes, because you don't want to mess up your knees if you're not old.
Right.
Okay. But one of the things that really flow into everything that we're talking about here with the spiritual detoxing is yoga.
Yoga is good too. Now, there are some apps that you guys can download. We're living in what, 2020?
This in 2020.
So if you don't know what type of exercise to do, there are apps out there that you can download. You can even put in like there are apps where you can put in your weight, your height, stuff like that. Even what your body is shaped like, and it will tell you what type of exercises to do. Like if you don't want to go to the gym, you can do it at home, and they'll give you suggestions as to what type of exercise will work out for you at home to work out certain points in your body. That's if you don't know, if you're starting out and you really don't know what type of exercise to do. You're not really good at figuring out what exercise will work, what part of your body. But they're apps and you can check them out. Just type it in your what is it? If you have an iPhone, you go to Apple?
Yeah.
Or Android. What do you go for Android?
Google Play.
Google Play. There you go.
There you go. You know this.
Um,
Just trying to hate on Android.
I'm going to always hate on Android.
All right. But get it back into yoga. And the reason why yoga is a really good benefit as far as detoxing your body is that because those positions that you get into, they really help massage your body on the inside. It really helps with three major systems. And let me bring those systems up. Like yoga helps with your digestive system. It helps with your circulatory.
Circulation.
Wow.
Circulation.
Yeah, there you go. Say it, baby.
Circulation.
And your lymphatic system.
There you go.
I can say lymphatic, but I can't say the other one.
It's okay. This retrograde is not helping anybody.
Oh boy. But yeah, through yoga and through those meditations, they are literally designed to help massage that inside of your body, to really help to get those things moving and getting into flow. And it's just, it's one of those things like a microwave. You don't know exactly how it works, but it works.
Right.
So if you go through and you start a yoga practice, just doing a little light 10, 15 minutes, don't try to get into those advanced ashtandras and stuff like that. We don't want y'all in the hospital.
You start slow. And again, apps.
Right.
Go to your app store and you type in yoga for beginners.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure you have a lot that pop up, and you can just select one and you start gradually, and you build your way up.
Yep. And one last other exercise that also affects your body internally is, oh wow, what's that thing? It's like the martial arts that's slow. Tai Chi.
Oh, okay. I was just
Tai
about,
Chi.
yeah.
Yes, Tai Chi is awesome because those movements are, once again, specifically designed for you to bring in those four elements from the earth, wind, fire, and water, bringing those good elements into your body and letting out the excess that doesn't serve you. So either working out at home, working out in the gym, starting some type of yoga practice, or doing some type of Tai Chi is going to be really beneficial for your body so that you can get that movement going and get into the flow with the universe.
Yes. And the next one we have is infuse your mind and space with positivity. I think this just goes hand in hand with everything else.
Yes.
It supports everything else, all the other points that we mentioned. So you want to definitely surround yourself with individuals, who are on a higher vibrational scale when you're doing your spiritual detox. You don't want to do all of this and then just hang around a Debbie Downer all day or a negative Nelly all day, unless you have enough to lift them up. But after a while, that can get draining. That's why sometimes we get drained, because you go around individuals who's it's kind of like they enjoy being that way. There's a difference in individuals who enjoy being negative, like they find some type of joy in. It's weird. It's really weird. It's
Yeah, it
like
is.
they have a problem for every solution type of individuals.
Yep.
You when you're doing your spiritual detox, you want to try to maybe not be around that type of frequency, because it's not going to assist in the detox. It's like a oxymoron to do that. So you just let them be while you do your spiritual detox. So you be around people that's really positive, people that's uplifting. You might want to start listening to some binaural beats,
Yes.
some 528 hertz frequencies.
432.
432, the singing bowl, the Tibetan bowl. Those bowls are really good. You might want to do some tune-ins. So if you have that extra money, maybe you want to because
Yeah.
it's expensive to do that stuff.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go and do some what's that, energy healing work to help with your vibrations, is many stuff that you can do to raise your vibrations and to surround yourself with more positive influences,
Yeah.
while going through your detox.
Yes, yes, yes. And Brittany, we saw your donation, and we're gonna get right into it right after this last point.
Oh, yeah, somebody's
Yes,
ready.
yes, somebody is ready. So, Brittany, if you're still on the line, definitely drop a comment. Let us know that you're still here. Because after we go over this last point, then we will get into your card reading. And thank you so, so much for the generous donation.
That's
All right.
amazing.
But this last point, which ties in to the previous point,
Oh, this is bomb.
which is after you've done all of this, you want to cleanse your energy with light.
This is beautiful.
Now, this is going to go into your meditation, okay? And it's very similar for those of you all who have been on our playlist with the different meditations, right? There's one meditation on there that's a cord cutting meditation.
That's bomb.
And at the end of that meditation, she is directing you on putting these different layers of protection around you, which is like this light that we're talking about. So when you're going through your meditation, you're imagining yourself pretty much in this bubble of light. And this is going to help protect you so that, just like Alicia was just saying a moment ago, once you've done all this cleaning, you got all these negative people out of your way, you got your environment cleansed, you've gone through and you've balanced yourself, you want to make sure that you keep it clean, but we're human. We make mistakes, so we add some extra precaution, and we put these lights of energy around us, all of these bubbles of protection around us to shield us from things that we may not readily see that could cause harm to what we're trying to do. So, after all of that, so just to recap real quick before we get into this reading. So, the first thing you want to do is go out and get into nature. You want to cleanse your space, go ahead and tidy up. You want to shift your awareness inward through meditation. Really focus on the inside of yourself. Then you want to ask your angels and your guides for help, ask them for assistance. You want to detox your physical body. And one quick tip on that, when it comes to your diet, one thing that you may want to look into and study is looking up the diets for your blood type, because there are certain foods that will harmonize with your body depending on your blood type. So look into that. All right. Number 6 is start doing some physical movement, doing some exercising. Number 7 is infusing your mind and space with positivity. Make sure you get rid of all those negative people. And then number 8, just engulf yourself in light.
Yeah.
And this is spiritual detoxing at its simplest form. Of course, there's some more advanced stuff. You can go to the Himalayan mountains and do some spiritual detoxing up there, and you're going to come out glowing.
Yeah. Come out a whole shaman in these streets.
Yep. So, there she goes, Brittany. Okay, we wanted to make sure you were here because we're about to do your reading, love.
All right. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for your patience. All right, Brittany. Let's see what your higher self got to say on today. What type of messages your higher self, your angels, guides, or ancestors got for you on today, Brittany. Let's see what we got. So we have the hero. Got a major card. We got a hero in the house, Brittany. Brittany, you're a hero. Or you're a shero. And we have, we have the four of air. We was just talking about cleaning up the clutter, getting rid of the clutter. Okay. So we got the 4 of air, and we have the hero, and we have the queen of air. Nice. So queen of air, hero, and we have the 4 of air. So you got 1 fire card, and you have two air cards. So now,
you said queen of air.
Yeah, the queen of air. So I know the hero comes about whenever a hero is like an archetype. You have different types of archetypes. We went over the archetypes. I think 3 videos ago we did the archetypes. So the hero is an archetype, right? It's a person who is like noble. They have really good qualities about themselves. And heroes are ordinary people who do extraordinary acts. Because, it takes, sometimes it doesn't take much to make a difference, but you'd be surprised. Not a lot of people would even budge. It says, put another's well-being before your own at this time. So you might be in the archetype of like a hero. So you're putting other people's needs before your own right now, right? But keep in mind that a person who lies cannot be trusted. That's something to keep in the back of your mind, okay? Don't overextend yourself too much. It says, accord others with respect and dignity. It says an opportunity for redemption is near. Give a second chance. And it says here the hero represents someone who we all admire for their noble qualities, their courage and willingness to champion and rescue the weak and vulnerable. So being a hero is good, right? It's good to help others, and it's good to sometimes put other people's needs before ourselves, but you have to be careful because it's a flip side to this, right? You don't want to be overextending yourself, right, energetically. And sometimes we can be drained. And I saw this post someplace and it made so much sense to me. Sometimes we can feel drained because everybody is not our assignment, right? Everybody is not our assignment, so sometimes that's why we feel drained. So be very careful and be very mindful and use discernment. Okay, again, it's good to go out of your way and do things, but use your discernment when you're doing that.
Yep.
And the Queen of Air, it says it's time to be realistic, be observant, make sure you're planning and you're organizing to make sure that you determine the best course of action that you need to take. It's time for emotional detachment. It says be decisive and make sure you're being precise and choose your words with care and make sure you're sticking to the facts. Stay away from opinions and don't allow your intellect to alienate you, right? Because you seem to be a very intelligent person, but sometimes people can get a little intimidated sometimes. So, but it's okay. Don't allow that to intimidate you either. Um, and the next one is the Four of Air. So the Four of Air represents when it's a time to get rid of the clutter, get things organized, get things together. Spring is on its way. This is the time for you to pull out your OCD card, like my baby, super OCD. It says, banish clutter, get order in your environment, create structure in your day, okay? And make sure you have like a specific routine that you follow to get whatever you need to get accomplished. Keep a time budget. It says if you truly want something, you must be willing to make time for it. Limit the distractions that are around you, the busyness. Get rid of time wasters, people who are wasting your time. Get rid of them. Weed out bad habits. So make sure you're getting rid of bad habits. Remove negative influences, right?
Yes.
So this reading goes hand in hand.
Yeah. It's exactly what we were just talking about with this spiritual cleaning.
Spiritual
you
cleansing,
got
wow.
getting it organized, all of that.
Getting organized and get
So
rid
that's
of
your
the negative Nellies, Debbie Downers, the people that's draining you. Spring is almost here.
yeah.
So it's time to clean up shop.
Even though it should be here already, I mean, because we saw the groundhog.
That groundhog lied to us. I'm convinced that groundhog lied. It lied. It's cold. It was like 32 degrees today.
What if it wasn't a groundhog? What if it was just like an overgrown, like?
Baby, no. That was a groundhog. What did somebody say in the comments? I don't even
Oh,
want
let me go back.
put my sausage fingers on the
Oh no, we ain't going to that.
Somebody said something about PSD.
PTSD.
Oh, post-traumatic stress disorder.
I went to a trauma specialist and found out that she has PTSD.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That's some deep stuff right there.
Yeah. And you know what? I was hearing somebody talk about that earlier. I think it was either today or yesterday. That PTSD used to be a thing where it was only categorized as somebody who went through war. And they finally come around and admitted that the experiences that a lot of people go through on a day-to-day basis is traumatic AF.
Man, we have war right here. We fighting every day for our lives. That's war.
Fighting for our lives.
We fighting for our lives out here in these streets. We don't need to go over there where they made up the war. We got our own war here that we deal with. And so, of course, people would suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
Depending on what type of trauma. People go through different traumas in their childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Even in their adult life.
I was about to say, even in adult life.
Yeah, so.
Because there's sometimes I'll be like, man, come on, what the hell?
My childhood was war. See? You didn't even have to go to Iraq and Afghanistan. It's right here. You ain't got to go far.
And so, it's not surprising that if I had to make a guess, I would say about 90% of the population has some form of PTSD.
Some kind of trauma.
And once again, that goes back into doing shadow work. Because, if you, for example, for somebody who goes into war.
Thank you. I gotta read the comments.
for somebody who goes into war, right? And they're not the killing type, but they go out and they do their duties, they follow orders, and they go and they kill innocent people. And at the end of the day, when they get back home, all they see is these dead faces, which is their pretty much their guilt of letting themselves down, of becoming a person that they never thought that they would be. And so at some point they end up uh, developing these split personalities to where they're saying, oh, they're this good person. Oh no, but I'm this bad person because I killed innocent people. So, that's just a part of doing some shadow work and really forgiving yourself on so many levels. Sometimes you can do that work on your own, but sometimes you do need a specialist to come in and help you through that traumatic event, because stuff like that is life changing. Bottom line.
And you can heal from it.
Yeah.
It's not a label that you necessarily want to just keep and hold on to, right? Again, this is something that you can heal from, and you can overcome it, learn from what it's here to teach you, and then move on. And maybe in the future you'll meet someone that's having the same type of experiences, and then you can let them know, hey, I walked down that path before. Let me help you up.
Yeah.
So that's how these things work. Sometimes it seems like, oh my God, why do I have to go through this? Or, why am I having this experience? But we can't always see, why in that present moment. But once we go through it, and we come out on the other side, we always can see why. And sometimes you end up and you're really grateful for the experience, even though it seemed like it was hard.
Yep. Yep. All right. Let me just double check to see if anybody else put in a request for a reading. We only got the one in. Okay. So,
I think I saw a comment.
that's my Sean blowing up the spot.
Oh, Sean.
Yep. But yeah, so we didn't want to hold y'all too long. We're going to give y'all a few more moments to see if anybody else wants to have a card reading. But in the meantime, we will go ahead and pull a card for the
You are welcome,
collective.
Goddess of Love.
Yes.
You are so welcome. Yeah, we definitely encourage everyone that's on this live to be someone's lighthouse. Just on a daily basis, try to be someone's lighthouse. Just live your life, live your truth. And people would ask you questions. Like eventually they're going to start asking you questions. How do you do it? And you might be going through your situation, but the way that you handle life, it's hard for people to tell.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard. They cannot tell. It's just the grace that you have within you, the love that you have within you, and then that really makes it it's a wonder to others. Like when they see you and they ask, hey, how do you do this? And then you finally say, well, hey, I had this happen to me, I had that happen to me, and they probably gonna look at you like, what? All of that happened to you, and you're still like that? That's gonna make them really, really curious. Then you become the lighthouse.
Yes. And a quick shameless plug, and just thinking about the PTSD thing, we do have some more spots that are going to start opening up when it comes to doing sessions with us, as far as helping you all go through your shadow work, helping you to navigate that whole shadow work, as far as how to do it, how to go through and process it. Also counseling sessions on helping you depict the patterns in your life so that you can see what patterns are serving you and which ones are not. And just for those who just want to talk to Chris and Alicia, we're here. We want to talk to y'all. So, yeah, definitely. Cause we're trying to find all kind of different ways to really get y'all involved and get active with you all. So,
And For those of you who have not followed us yet on Instagram,
Definitely get on it.
get on it. So it's I'm gonna try it. twinflame_unite.
There you go.
Okay.
You got it.
IG.
twinflame_unite. You got it, baby.
I got it.
Yes,
So
yes.
go ahead and follow us over on Instagram. So when we're doing our lives on IG, we might be able to do that video where you guys can just come in and we can chat on IG. We want to start doing that a little bit more often. We're not on IG as much as we should be. So we're really going to start being a little bit more disciplined.
Yes.
On
yes,
IG.
yes. And Goddess Love, thank you so much for the shout out. She said that she did a session with us before and it was so helpful.
Oh,
Thank you so
God,
much for that
You were so
recommendation.
welcome.
All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to pull a card for the collective.
I love these collective card readings. They're like my favorite.
Yeah, let me get this all back in place.
If that
Goddess
says something about some
999.
spiritual detox, I'm gonna be on the floor.
So I've been shuffling this for like the past 5 minutes. So go ahead and what's on the top, baby?
Let me see. Queen of Water.
Queen of Water.
Queen of Agua. Okay, so we got the Queen of Water. So that's where we at as a collective. Let me see what the Queen of Water is talking about.
And let me just double check to make sure I missed any comments that's coming through.
So as a
we're good.
collective, guys, this is where we at, right? Loving, compassionate, empathetic, sensitive, vulnerable, romantic, intuitive, and emotional honesty. Okay? It says, trust in your feelings and senses. Look beyond the surface. We all have a bright and positive outcome. Nice. Okay? It says it's okay to show vulnerability. Okay? To show vulnerability is to show strength. It's not a weakness at all. And we have to ask ourselves, are we overextending ourselves emotionally?
That's a good question.
That's crazy because I just said that not too long ago with the reading for Brittany. Check to see if we are overextending ourselves energetically, emotionally, right?
Yep.
It says be the embodiment of love, right? And it says withdrawing love as punishment is probably not the best idea. And also, let's not forget to use our common sense. Okay?
Common sense is not so common nowadays, but you have it.
You got it.
You got it.
So so that's pretty much where we're at energetically. We have a lot of love going on. We have a lot of high vibrations, but we definitely have to make sure that we are balanced and we're using our discernment, right? And just be positive and
Yes.
look, be present, be positive, but anticipate good things that'll be coming, but still remain in the present moment. Right? Make sure you're not overextending. Use your common sense. That's for all of us.
You know what? That is really on point. That is really on point.
I like it.
All right. Well, y'all, we're about to head out of here. We're going
Yeah,
Awesome.
that was a good message.
yeah, that was really spot on. It definitely has to do with what we're talking about. So, yeah, so if you all have come in late, just know that this video was mainly about spiritual detoxing. What is it? How to do it? We gave you 8 quick tips on how to go through and do it for yourself. Just some practical things that you can do. And my baby pulled this awesome card for us.
Queen of Water.
Goes right in alignment with it.
Just kind of match up really nicely.
So we are out of here, y'all. If you missed it, you just got to rewind.
Rewind! And don't forget to give us a thumbs up, guys. And if you have any suggestions for any videos that you want us to do, drop it in the comment. And don't forget to follow us on IG, twinflame_unite.
All right. So we are out this piece. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.